What's up, y'all? This is Deep in Rock Paper Fitness, aka Peaches, coming to you live from my favorite place, Rock Paper Fitness. I just got back from the gym, so I may or may not smell like a musty camel. Maybe not. I don't know. But since you're not here, you cannot tell me what I smell like. Nevertheless, I was doing my workout and I was listening to a video and something popped up in my head and I was like, yo, I need to do a live video about this. I was going to do like a regular cute video, but I felt like I didn't need to wait on this word for the people. It's time for the people to hear it. So this words come from the people. This word comes from Peaches, the alter ego. All right, so if you've been following me, I'm always talking about Peaches. Peaches is my alter ego. Not me acting a certain way in front of other people, but it is me becoming my highest self and operating at my highest potential. Okay, something I already possess. Hey, Tanya. So, today's video is basically about using your downfalls, your weaknesses, the issues that you go through, the negative things that you're going through in order to come out on top, okay? And I have a list of things here that I want to say, if you lack these things or these things are holding you back, I'm going to give you ways and how you can really overcome this, okay? Number one, if you lack money, okay, if you lack creativity, maybe you come from a poor family, like a traditionally poor family. Maybe you don't have education. Maybe you say you don't have time. Maybe you have children or family, which are not a bad thing, but they definitely throw a monkey wrench in some plans you might have for yourself. Maybe you have injuries. Maybe you have illnesses. Maybe you lack support or you constantly go through tragedy in life. These are some things that hold people back from being great, from pursuing their dreams, from doing what they love, and really thinking of themselves as a higher person, right? I don't have the money, D. I don't have the creativity. I come from the ghetto. I come from the hood. My family don't have nothing, and I grew up that way. Maybe you say I don't have the education. I didn't finish high school. I didn't finish college. Maybe you didn't finish elementary school. I don't have the time. I have children. I have a family to take care of. Injuries, illnesses, all that stuff. I don't have any support. I am always met with tragedy. But I want you to take those things as you develop your alter ego. I want you to take those things and make them into something powerful. Make them into the thing that takes you to the next level in business and in life. Take those challenges and you say, you know what? I'm going to turn those challenges into a profit. I'm going to turn those challenges into a network. I'm going to take those challenges, turn them into the book. I'm going to do something, but I'm going to come out on top. And you know, a lot of times we get in our feelings because, you know, we're like, I'm always broke, or I can't even keep a job, or I don't have what I want. I should be much further in life. And I know a lot of people go through that because I go through it. But you know what? Whatever your challenge is, I want you to take that and make it into something positive and make it into your strength and come out on top. So if these things are a challenge for you, I know you're like, okay, D, how do I make them positive for me? How do I make a better life for myself? Number one, if you don't have any of these things, if you don't have money, you have resources, you become mad resourceful, right? When I started my business, from the bottom, I had $5,000. That's it, okay? $5,000 to get gas, $5,000 to get my business license, $5,000 to pay first month's rent, $5,000 to turn the electricity on, $5,000 to get my scheduling software, y'all, to pay taxes, all of that. To get my business registered, I had $5,000. $5,000 is not a lot of money, but let me tell you what I did have. I had creativity and I had to get super resourceful, right? So if you got it out the mud and you're like, I'm always broke, well, let me tell you about being broke. When you are broke or you feel like you don't have no money, You learn how to budget really, really well, and you learn how to prioritize what you actually need. So when you make it in life, you will always have that skill. There are some people who have been given money, given opportunity, and they still don't know how to maximize their money, and they have unlimited monetary resources. So even if you don't have any money, you learn how to be resourceful, okay? If you lack education or time, you are learning how to be patient. You're learning how to overcome the struggle. Overcoming the struggle is why a lot of millionaires fail, because they don't know to outlast and overcome, right? A lot of businesses fail. A lot of small businesses fail because they're not resourceful, right? They don't have patience. Let me tell you, if you are trying to start your own business, give it 5 years. And when I say 5 years, seriously, 5 years, when they tell you in 5 years you may not be able to pay yourself, give it 5 years. That takes patience, y'all. That takes patience. There's no amount of money that can teach you patience. Zero money teaches you patience, right? If you are constantly going through tragedy, you're like, D, I'm going through death after death after death after death. I'm getting laid off from my job. People are stealing my credit card information. My ex-husband or my ex-wife crazy as hell. All of that stuff. You're like, tragedy, tragedy, tragedy. I'm losing everything. Let me tell you what happens then. You learn how to depend on God. You learn how to have faith. You learn how to be resourceful also. You learn how to learn. You learn how to learn from the struggle. You learn how to thrive within the struggle, right? Because when you're down so low, this is even in relationships, not just in business. When you are down so low, you can't get no lower than that. And so you are able to take more risks and trust God, because you know what? I done been through the struggle. I've lost people in my life. I have been injured. I have overcome illnesses, sicknesses. People have walked out of my life. It can't get no worse than this. I've lost all of my monetary possessions, right? So all the negative things that are going on in your life where you feel like you lack certain things, use those things to overcome. Use them as a way to say, you know what? I've been through the struggle. I can go through the struggle again, right? Some of y'all are scared to start your own business. If you've been broke before, if you've been set up before, if people have done you wrong before, if family has left you before, if you've been brokenhearted before, guess what? You can start your own business. You can do anything, because it ain't nothing like emotional hurt. You can get money back, okay? You can get money back. You can make more money. That's nothing. Starting a business is nothing, right? So use your alter ego. If you don't know what that is, hopefully you'll watch some of my videos, but use your alter ego. The great thing about the alter ego is the alter ego does not create a new life, right? The alter ego lives within you what you already possess. The alter ego does not ignore what you have been through, does not ignore your history, does not ignore what you are physically doing or what's going on in your life. The alter ego is your highest self dealing with life as it currently is, but taking it to another level, right? I have some super injuries. Today I was doing rowing, and I was rowing and my ankle was hurting. And last year when I hurt myself, I was like, this is so stupid. I'm a trainer, and I'm not just a trainer. I teach the classes physically. And so when I can't teach, then what? Then my clients don't know what to do. Okay. So then what? Okay, if my ankle's hurting and my knees hurting and all that stuff, then I can't do cardio, right? Then I can't do the workouts like I'm telling everybody else to do. Hey, Janelle. Then maybe I can't lose any weight. Then what happens if I can't lose any weight? Then I become big, and then people are like, D, what are you doing with your life? Instead of letting that situation get me down, I'm like, okay, but what can I do? How can I maximize this injury to become my greatest self? And I'll tell you how. Then I start tightening up my diet, right? I start to offer the testimony and transparency to people to let them know what I'm going through and that they can overcome it too. I can write a book about how to lose weight without doing any cardio. I can do a book about how to use alternative forms of cardio or weightlifting in order to still reach your goals. So I had to maximize that issue that I was going through, right? To still be successful. And that's what I want to challenge all of you guys to do. If you don't have the money to start your own business, become resourceful, ask for what you want, and pay it forward. Do not give up. There's always a way. I hope you guys hear me, because a lot of you guys are like, I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to spend for myself. I don't have time to do that because I have a family to attend to. And that's not my place as a trainer or as a person or as a mentor to say that's wrong or that's not a true statement. But what if you create some type of resource where you teach moms or women or single parents how to take care of themselves when they have a little bit of time? What if you learn how to meditate for 5 minutes a day and it changes your life? What if you did that and then you paid it forward and taught people that? Because all of these issues in the world need to be solved. And if you aren't transparent about it and you don't overcome it, how can we solve them? So I just want to challenge you to take your downfalls, take your weaknesses, and make the most of your life, okay? I love you guys. Inbox me if you have any questions, and stay connected as we live an unleashed life. Bye-bye.